What's up, pals? Welcome to another episode of the Your Random Pal channel. And today I'm in the Nashville, Tennessee area for day 2 of the Metallica concert. Day 1 they played my favorite song, Fuel. So I was really excited about that. But while I'm waiting for the concert to start later on tonight, I decided I would stop by Gateway Classic Cars Nashville out here in Smyrna, Tennessee, and show you all the cool classic cars that are for sale that you could buy. Let's hop out of the Mustang and go on in. As you can see, it's been a very rainy day out here. And there's some of the cars you can see in the bay doors. We don't want to park over there, filled with water. All right, heading on in. Gateway Classic Cars of Nashville. All right, so first thing I see in here is a Trans Am. Beautiful, gorgeous gold Trans Am. Now, the front end is deceiving on this one. As you can see, this is the 70 to 73 style front end. But this is actually a 75 Trans Am. You can see right here. And a dead giveaway on that is this wraparound rear window. So if this was like an early 70s Trans Am, it wouldn't be a wraparound window. It'd just be kind of flat right here. This would all be part of the body, this sail panel. And the rear bumper kind of gives it away. Early 70s Trans Am would have a chrome rear bumper, so there are clues. Somebody wanted to put the older front end on it. And even though it says it's a Trans Am coupe, it's got a Formula twin scoop hood on it. And under the hood, an LS2 Corvette motor, so it's got a transplant. But still a very awesome ride. If you like the modified Trans Am, some people like the originals, the Pontiac motors. And here's a little gremlin, sort of a niche car if you're into American motors. This is a quintessential American Motors car from back in the 70s, and it's got that red, white, and blue paint scheme that the American Motors is kind of known for. It's in their emblem. And this one, it's got a V8 in it. Let's see what it is. It's a 73 Gremlin with a 355 V8 automatic transmission. A little bit of a blue interior. Doesn't have any carpeting, but it's got plenty of sound deadening material there. These are just, to me, they are interesting little vehicles. You got a decal on here, "Hang on, Snoopy." And there's the Gremlin emblem. And American Motors, you don't see them too much. They're part of the Big Four. Back when there was 4 American manufacturers that had a stronghold in America. Now there's only 3. You know, I got GM, Chrysler, and Ford. We got several street rods in here. You can see there's a bunch of them lined up there. We go kind of in order on here. This is a 32 Ford pickup. 32 years, a very desirable year for street riders. This one's a Ford pickup. Tweety Bird yellow. And here we go. One of my favorite brands of cars is Pontiac. This is a Le Mans. It's got the red line on the tires here. Blue on blue. Manual transmission, the way I like it. And this one here is a 64 Pontiac Le Mans. 326 powered V8 with the tri-power, the 3-deuce carburetor setup. So if you like the original style Pontiacs versus the ones with the LS motors, this would be the car for you. And it's still on the inside, pretty much original, factory looking. Don't know if it's had any modifications done, but looks pretty factory. Moving along to the big body Chevy. Let's see, this one here is a Biscayne, so it's similar body style, or same body style, but similar to the Impala. This one is a 66 Biscayne, 427 V8, 4-speed Muncie, manual transmission. Look at that beautiful engine under the hood. And let's move along to the inside here. Get you look here. It's got some nice bench seats in it. You could get quite a few people across. You probably get more than 3. Probably squeeze 4 in there. It's so wide, this car. An aftermarket tack on the steering wheel. A couple aftermarket gauges too under the dash, but mostly factory looking interior. Moving along, we got a Chevy SS 396. Beautiful bright red, black interior, automatic transmission. This one here is a 68. It's got a 496 cubic inch V8, 3-speed auto, according to the sheet right here. It's got some nice Chevrolet valve covers on the engine. Kind of dark. There you go. You can see it. It's got those billet aluminum pulleys on the belt system there. Take a look on the inside real quick. SS steering wheel. And a bright red Camaro. Well, not as bright as the Chevelle, but a little bit darker red. Take a look on the inside here. A small kind of trunk on this one. Got a lot of, looks like it's been modified a bit. It's got cup holders. It's definitely got an updated interior. It's got headrests. You don't get whiplash when you're throwing through the gears. Oh, this might be an automatic. It's got an LS3 Corvette motor. This is a Rally Sport Z28. Take a look at that engine right there up close. Got chrome Foose wheels on it. Let's look at the paper on it. This has got a 6.2 LS3 V8. It's a 6-speed automatic in candy apple red. And you can see it's got a lot of aftermarket gauges on the dash here. Alright, let's go down this next row of beauties. Chevy Chevelle SS 427. Look at that big, beautiful motor on here. Several red cars, GM muscle cars to choose from here. This one here is a 1970. It's got a 427 with a 4-speed. Got the cup holders for modern convenience, aftermarket steering wheel, red shift knob, red and white interior. Say what, these Chevelles, they sure are popular. Go to most classic car dealers and they have Chevelles and Camaros. A little bit more modern muscle car next to it. This is a 4-door family muscle car, the Dodge Super Bee, based on the Charger. And it's got a Hemi. So let's see, it's a 2007 with a 6.1 liter SRT Hemi V8 automatic. You can see that beautiful Hemi motor under the hood here. I don't know about you, but I personally like to see the Charger done in a 2-door, but they only offer these in the 4-door. Got a moon roof on the top there. And next we have the Coke bottle Corvette, the C3 style. This one's a classy convertible. I like how these hoods open backwards on these cars. All these some of these C3s you'll see side pipes on them, but this one doesn't have it. But I think they look really, really good with side pipes on these Corvettes. And let's check out the information on this one here. This one's a 75 and it's got a 383 V8 with a manual transmission. Now we get into something bright and beautiful. This is a very nice slime green color on this Dodge Challenger. I love it, love it. I love the colors. And they use this bright orange color on the engine and the air cleaner, and you see the block and the valve covers. I love the graphics too on the side of it. Just goes well. When I see this car, it reminds me of that old Coke commercial. You put the lime in the coconut. This is a 72 Dodge Challenger, 318 V8, 3-speed automatic. So this is one of those years, most people want the 1970 Dodge Challengers. This is still very similar looking to the 70. So you can usually pick these up a little bit cheaper than you can like a 1970 Challenger. And who could forget the big movie with the Challenger in it, which was the Vanishing Point movie. That featured a 1970 white Dodge Challenger. Now we got another Mopar. It even says on the license plate, 72 Dart. It's got a 340 V8 4-barrel under the hood. This is a Dodge Dart Swinger. Like the twin scoops on the hood. I'll show you right there. And it's got the hood pins. Those will hold that hood down and go racing. Black vinyl top. You can see several Mopars throughout the early 70s. They had these vinyl tops on them. Although I never see the ones that they had in the advertisements with the flower mod. Nobody much wanted them or kept them. They were kind of to appeal to women. But you never see the ones with the flower mod top. Inside you got this gorgeous black interior. It's got the spoiler on the back. Beautiful paint. I like how it sparkles. And the rain's really picking up. I don't know if you can hear it, but the rain outside is really picking up. Perfect day to go inside and go car shopping at Gateway Classic Cars. And look at the little information sheet on there. 72 Dodge Dart, 318, 3-speed auto. That's a beautifully detailed motor. Next up, another big body Chevy. Cream color. This one here is a 66 Caprice. Features a 327 V8 2-speed power glide, and the exterior color is called Lemonwood Yellow. Looks cream to me. It doesn't remind me of lemons. It just looks like a cream color. It's got those wire wheels, those what they call knockoff wheels on it. Black interior, bench seats. You can bring a lot of friends in this car. And now a beautiful blue Corvette. C1, two-tone. It got the white coves on it. It's got white wall tires. Looks like an original Corvette motor in here. Convertible. This is the way to go when you have one of these old C1 Corvettes, top down, blue on blue. Now this Corvette, it actually has a pretty roomy trunk. Corvettes are not known for their trunk space, but this one here, it's got plenty of trunk space here. Go golfing with this Corvette. This one features a 283 V8, 4-speed manual, and the exterior color is called Jewel Blue. Now I know I showcased that Trans Am already because that really caught my eye when I first came in. Let's look at this old school Mopar here. I like how it's got this 440 kind of recessed in here and these vents. This one here is a 68 Plymouth Roadrunner. Beep beep. Little Roadrunner sticker on it. Black interior, bench seats. Got the Goodyear Eagle GT radial tire, or Goodyear Eagle GT2 tires on it. I think the coolest thing about these cars is the sound they make when you push the horn on them. Go beep beep or meep meep. This one here's got a spotlight on it. I don't know if it is formerly a cop car of sorts. Usually you only see spotlights on cars if they're cop cars. And this one's got the hood pins. Keep that hood down when you go on drag racing. Moving on to this beautiful 68 Camaro here. Got a Holley EFI fuel injection system on it. Twin turbos. This one's probably making a ton of horsepower. It's very updated. It's got some classy wheels on it that match the or complement the exterior very well. And the exterior sparkles very well. Like that flake, that metal flake paint. And this under the hood, it's a LS3 6.2 liter. And it's made to a 4L80E automatic. Got modern day seats in it. These big fat tires on the back. It's beautiful. Got polished aluminum accents on it. And it's just usually gray. I'm not a big fan of gray, but this one really shines and sparkles. It's nice paint on it. Now, if you're a wagon person, I know one of my friends back home in Louisville, Kentucky, his name's Dan. He loves wagons. 1970 Ford Country Sedan. Wagons you can usually pick up cheaper. They got a lot of room. It's still, you know, a lot of them have like this muscle car look. You can see in here on the front, big muscle car era look to it. And it's got a V8 in it, 351. So yeah, if you wanted a somewhat of a muscle car on the cheap, might think about getting a wagon. On the inside, it's got a little bit of wood grain, typical of wagons back in the 70s. Now, if I say the word Magnum, a couple of things probably come to mind. You're probably thinking, well, chocolate-covered ice cream bars, condoms, 357 Magnums, but you may have forgot Dodge made a Magnum. Yes, this is a Dodge 1978 Dodge Magnum XE right here. It's kind of a obscure muscle car. They also made the Dodge Charger in this body style. This one's got a 360 4-barrel, 3-speed torque flight, automatic transmission. So if you want something that's more obscure in the muscle car era, you might think about getting this Magnum right here. Got some nice wood grain on the dash. That brown color screams 70s, especially in the carpeting. You can really see it. That screams 70s era for sure. Now this car behind me is one hot ride. That's because it is a 1965 Mercury Comet Caliente, and that's Spanish for hot. Caliente. Things get a little too hot. Beautiful 60s era muscle car. And check out the specs on it. 289 V8, an automatic transmission. And it's a convertible. So if you get too hot in this hot rod, just take the top down. Nice white cream interior. Still very factory looking. Other than the aftermarket wheels, which they are American racing rims. See the emblem there, Caliente. That's a sharp looking interior. And then switching gears to the next car. Another beautiful Chevelle out here. It's light blue with a bright orange engine. It says 283. It's a turbo fire. Not a turbo, but a turbo fire V8. As you can see, 64 is the year. And it's got an automatic transmission. And the interior matches the exterior almost to a T, really. I mean, the seats and the exterior body color, it just looks perfect if you're into matching. And this is the Malibu version Chevelle. Turn to my left. Another Mopar. It's a Plymouth Satellite right here. This particular Mopar is a 1966 Satellite with a 383 V8 manual transmission. Got the Hearst equipped. Look at how this doesn't have this little pillar right here. It's just all open space in here. Still got the factory dash, little aftermarket tack next to the steering wheel.
That was in
And now, this is beautiful. You don't really see the Studebakers very much. Classic American car manufacturer. This would kind of constitute maybe what they would maybe call the big five. You know, the big four was AMC, Chrysler, GM, and Ford, but this was a big manufacturer before it went out, I think in the maybe 60s. Could have been late 50s. Let's take a look at this thing. This has got a very unique engine setup on it. Now this is the Gold Hawk. Now they do have different versions of the Hawk, but this would be the Gold Hawk. Yep, this is a 57 Studebaker Golden Hawk 289 supercharged V8 automatic transmission. And that's probably super rare. The supercharged setup, I don't know, but this Golden Hawk, see, they're worth some money. White wall tires. And it's got a gold interior to match the exterior. I just love how it's got that beautiful metal dash. It looks like it's kind of engine turned, just like the Trans Ams back in the 70s. Engine turned dashes, and it goes all the way across. And these fins, undeniably a 50s. When you see the fins, it's just so much style that went into this. This is arguably my favorite Studebaker, just design wise. And I mean, you got a 289 V8 with a supercharger, the grille. I mean, everything about this car is insanely beautiful. Now let's skip around to this back row here. Classic street rod, silver with the flame paint job. This one here is a 1930 Ford Model A. It's got a 350 V8, 3-speed automatic, and it's in bright silver metallic. Nice how they got all these louvers here, and the flames start on the louvers. And it's got a bright red interior. You can see the roof line is pretty low. It might have been chopped or something, because you kind of got to squint. And it's got a pretty decent sized trunk in here. Go on a hot rod power tour in this thing. starting up the Land Rover over here. You're in the British vehicles.
What it'll want to do is show you from airframe. You pick whatever submodel.
This one's a 1995 Land Rover Defender. Got an LS V8 in it.
This started.
Yeah, it's got the classic kind of squared up look, but it's a modern day Land Rover. It's got a modern conveniences on it. Nice and roomy. There's only two-seater there in the front. It looks like it's got these jump seats that fold down, so you can have a lot of space or you can have extra people. And it's got room for carry on extra stuff on the roof rack. So now back to the row I was on. Here we got a classic Ford from the 50s. Beautiful detailed motor right here. Take a look at those valve covers. You got Thunderbird on them. Now this Ford here is a 1956 Ford Fairlane Crown Vic 292 V8 with a 3-speed Ford-O-Matic transmission. Beautiful two-tone on the outside and the inside. I mean, look at all the chrome on this thing. There's chrome everywhere. And these wheel skirts on the back. And it's got the Continental kit. That really extends the bumper when the car has the Continental kit. That was a big thing on the 50s cars. And see, here's the emblem, Crown Victoria. Look at that beautiful factory interior. It's got Ford on the floor mats there, or on the carpeting. Can't tell if it's floor mats or carpeting. And next up, we have an actual Thunderbird. So that one's got a Thunderbird motor, apparently, or they just put the Thunderbird valve covers on it. But here's an actual Ford Thunderbird here. Convertible. Now this one is a 63 Ford Thunderbird. It's got a 390 V8, 3-speed Cruise-O-Matic transmission. And this one's only a 2-seater. They got this like speedster look going on here. Really long back end. Got these round taillights. They look like, you know, the jet age or futuristic from back in the 50s. That's how they saw the future. It's kind of like jet engines on the back of it, the way it looks. It looks like this piece would come off if you wanted to put people in the back, but the original Thunderbird started off as a 2-seater and then it transformed into a car with back seats. So the 55 through 57 Thunderbirds, they only had 2 seats. And now we got a classic Cadillac, and that rain is going strong. Now this classic Cadillac here is a 1967 DeVille convertible. It's got a 429 V8, an automatic transmission. Kind of this nice dark red interior on it. Still got a bit of fin design on the back, although not like the crazy fins you'd see on the Cadillacs of the 50s. And like that Ford Fairlane, it's got the skirts covering the rear wheels. The factory steering wheel with the Cadillac logo. And another Chevelle. Chevelle's everywhere. Actually, this is the El Camino. I was just looking at the front end and I saw the emblem. This one is a truck, basically, a truck muscle car. But it's got the same front end as the Chevelle, but it's an El Camino. 350 V8. And it's got an automatic transmission. It's a 1969 year. Black interior. Got this cover so you can keep all your stuff protected from the elements. Here's an interesting feature. I don't think I've seen one before with had wood grain on the tailgate. This one does. Got an aftermarket wood rim steering wheel with a Chevy logo, but otherwise pretty stock factory looking. And now we got another El Camino. This one's a lot newer. This one here is a 1978 El Camino. V8 automatic transmission. Actually, it's got some room behind these seats here. You can put golf clubs in here in the inside. And this one too has a cover. Now we got this robin egg blue Mustang from the 60s. It's got the 289 V8 in it. This one here, it's a 66 GT. The V8 with the automatic transmission, blue on blue. Still pretty much factory original interior. And another Chevelle. Chevelles everywhere. Chevelle here, Chevelle there. You got your pick on Chevelles if you're a Chevelle lover. This is a 72 Chevelle featuring a 454 V8 automatic transmission. Pretty much after 72, people kind of collecting the Chevelles. So if you wanted a Chevelle on the cheap, you might go a little bit newer. But 60s and 70s Chevy Chevelles go for some money. My mom had a 73 Chevelle Laguna when I was growing up, so I really am fond of the 73 year. But I like the Laguna, not so much the Malibu. And we got another Chevy here. Looks like this one has been on the Hot Rod Power Tour, according to that front plate there. This one here is a 65 Impala SS, a 4-speed manual. You see the Super Sport emblem right here on the fender. Beautiful white interior. And those gorgeous 6 taillights in the back, 3 on each side. This thing's like a penguin, black and white. Look how huge those pedals are down there. Manual transmission pedals. They're not the racing type you find in like a Cobra, where they're skinny. These ones are fat. And look, another Magnum. So you got your choice in Magnums. This one is said something about Dodge by Petty. Richard Petty was big into the Mopars back in the 70s with the Superbird and stuff. NASCAR. This one here is a 1979 Dodge Magnum. Features a 318 V8 automatic transmission. Take a look on the inside here. Got a blue interior with some wood grain showing. And we got another Chevelle. And almost similarly looking, that one's a Cutlass. I'll go over that in a second, but let's get to this Chevelle here. I like the valve covers on it. Beautiful, white, bright. Let's say Chevelle. 5.7 liter motor. Obviously it's got some upgrades to it. It's not factory. This one is a 72 Chevelle V8, the automatic transmission. Here's the inside of it. Nice bench seat. And now in a similar paint scheme is this Oldsmobile Cutlass. You can see the body styles are very similar. Got these nice big fat meats in the back, go drag racing on Traeger rims. Black vinyl top. Black interior. Black stripes. And this Cutlass here, it's 1969 Oldsmobile Cutlass. Got the 350 Rocket V8 with the turbo hydromatic 350 automatic transmission. And another Chevelle for your pleasure. Red on black. Black vinyl top. Quite a few of them with vinyl tops here. And this one here is a 72 Malibu Chevelle with a 350 and a 3-speed automatic. It's even got the fuzzy dice there on the rear view mirror. A bit more modern muscle behind the Chevelle. This is the Australian Holden Pontiac GTO. This is a car that's made over in Australia. GM decided, oh, let's bring it over to the US and call it the GTO, so they did. This one is a 2005, featuring an LS2 6-liter V8, and it's got a 6-speed manual transmission. So it's got the GTO stitched into the seats there. This front end, this grill area kind of reminds me a little bit of the Solstice. My dad has a Solstice. And you see the 6-speed manual transmission shifter right there. It's probably a little bit dark in here. Now if you wanted something more like a 4-door version of this car, you'd probably get the Pontiac G6. Which those are pretty cool cars as well. I mean G8. G6 is, I'm thinking G8. That's what I'm thinking. That's the 4-door car with the V8 motor that I'm thinking of. They made a G6 as well. Here we got the 4th gen Camaro in this classic white and orange stripe that was reminiscent of the 69 Camaro. The paint scheme on it, the pace car. Z28. This is a 30th anniversary. It's got the stitching on the headrest there. It even has a sticker right here on the sail panel. Paint's a little rough on this one. Sticker's a little faded on it. This year is 1997. It's 5.7 liter V8, T56 6-speed manual.
Just got a little bit, but not quite enough, man. Yeah. Oh, 11.8.
And here's an even newer Camaro. This is a SS EL 575. Apparently it's been on Power Tour in 2015, as well as that other Chevy. It's a 2010. So this will be like the first year of the 5th generation Camaro. 6.2 liter V8. And it's supercharged. 575 horses. That's a lot of power under the hood. Got the red line going around the rims. Starting up a bird. Sounds nice at the back end. They're doing a little work on this car, maybe just starting it up or something, but it's a 2000 Trans Am and it's an NHRA special edition 6-speed manual. Give you a little look-see at it. I like the how everything's red lit on the inside. Kind of reminds me of a jet fighter cockpit. And it's a T-top car. I'll get out of their way while they're messing around with it, getting it started. Take a look at this muscle car up here. What we got here is a 67 Buick Skylark. V8 automatic. 300 V8. That air cleaner is really cool looking. It's like one of the coolest air cleaners around right there. Got the Tri-Shield Buick logo and the center caps. And the quintessential iconic American classic car, the 57 Chevy. These things are very much popular. More than 50 years have gone by and they're still very popular with hot rodders. It's just this iconic design with lots of chrome, fins, details. Let's see what's under the hood of this one. I kind of skipped over the paper here. This one's got a 410 cubic inch product block V8 and a turbo 400 transmission, automatic. You can see it's got a tan interior, red interior. And here's the classic Thunderbird. This is a two-seater sports car right here, and a convertible. And this Thunderbird right here, it's got the 312 V8 with the 3-speed automatic transmission and the porthole window, which is a unique feature of these little Thunderbirds here. You can see the fins and the round tail lights and that classic Thunderbird logo right there. Now we got some more Tri-5 Chevys. They call them Tri-5 Chevys. 55, 56, and 57. They're very popular cars. People love them. That's why they call it Tri-5 Chevys. This one here's got American racing rims on it. Two-tone paint. The interior is cloth that matches the exterior. Is kind of cherry wine, dark red color here. And this one here, it's a 56 Chevy. Two-tone. Look at that. Manual transmission. Got the fuzzy dice laying on the seats there. You can put them back on the rear view mirror. This one here, V8 with a manual. Doesn't say what kind of V8's in it. That hood ornament on these cars, it's in your face. Looks like one of those Concorde jet planes or something. Those wheels, it's got some pretty big wheels. Those are Boyd Coddington wheels. Now we got another Chevelle. This is the SS 396 turbojet, 360 horsepower. Red on white. Let's take a look around here. There's information on it. And in the very back corner in timeout, we got a Ford here. This one here is a 64 Ford Falcon Futura convertible. That beautiful bench seat. I mean, needs a little fixing up, but still beautiful and nice, and a whole lot of people in it. And it's got that jet age look on the back with the round tail lights. Factory appearing interior. I don't really see anything that's been changed on it. And now let's get trucking. I haven't really showed too many trucks. There's some El Caminos, they're kind of truck car deals, but here's a truck right here. This is a Chevy 3600 truck. Got kind of a two-tone paint here. The roof's all white. Factory looking on the inside. The wood in the bed's kind of weathered and aged, a little bit dull. That's a big truck. I mean, it's taller than me, that's for sure. Doesn't have any information on it. Maybe it just came in, I don't know. Let's see what we got next. We got a Plymouth. Classic Plymouth here. This one's a 1953 Plymouth Cranbrook with a flathead V6 3-speed manual. Don't really think of flatheads in a V6, and when you think of flatheads you usually think of Fords, but that's what this says. It's got a flathead V6 on it. Looks like it's getting a little bit of work done to it. And look at the lines on this one. This old Hudson. Hudsons are pretty rare. I just like this back end design here with the windows. It's got a lot of glass in it. I mean, there's a window there, window there, window there, window there. So that's 4 windows just on the side there. It's got this visor here, kind of keep the sun out of your face. Bench seats. I mean, it's got a lot of room in this Hudson here. Let's see the sheet on it. It's a 51 Hudson pacemaker. Man, this thing's so beautiful you might have a heart attack. 232 flathead inline 6, 3-speed manual on the column, what they call a 3 on the tree. That's interesting to look at, that flat inline 6 motor. Like I said, usually when you think of flatheads, you usually think of the Ford V8s, but other manufacturers had the flathead. Look at that Hudson emblem right there. That's a nice shape. Got some, you know, places on the chrome, but that emblem shines really well. Big thick white wall tires on this car. This reminds me a lot of the Mercury lead sleds from the 50s. It's got that similar style to it. Now we got a Cadillac we're moving on to. We got a big engine compartment. As you can see, a fourth of it is not even the engine. The engine's back here. This is a 49 Cadillac Series 62, and it's got a V8 automatic. It's got some weathering on it. A lot of chrome. Still like a factory interior on it. And this is kind of when the fin era started. You can see the fins are right here, and they really grew on cars in the late 50s. That was when everybody had to put fins on their cars, at least the American manufacturers. Next up, we got another really old one. This one here is a 1954 Mercury Monterey. Red, black, inside and out. Got a manual transmission. That's just a really neat rear window design. Out wraps around, and it's got this chrome accent. It's got a huge trunk on it. I mean, even with a spare tire in it, you can carry a lot of stuff in this car. Good power tour, hot rod power tour car right here. It's got all kinds of gauges and knobs on the dash right there. A pair of fuzzy dice left in the car. V8 motor. Moving on, we got some street rods now we're getting into. This is old Plymouth. 1938 Plymouth P6 Deluxe sedan, and it's had a resto mod done to it. It's got a 318 V8, 4-speed overdrive automatic transmission. You can see it's got this cutout in here. You can peek at the engine right there. There's the inside of it. 4-door, so you've got room for your friends in the back. This has got this kind of humpback deal, this trunk. Easy to get in, put your stuff in there. And a split window. You see that a lot in the really old cars in the early 1900s. Split windows. And here we have a Roadster. This one is 1927 Model T Ford Roadster. It features a 350 V8, 3-speed automatic transmission. It's got a big grill on that thing. Big wide grill. Louvers everywhere. See that on a lot of the old street rods. A lot of people like to put louvers everywhere on them. It's got nice sparkly orange paint. And this interior looks like it's aircraft inspired. Looks like a kind of seats in them old planes. It's got the engine turn bezel on the dash. And here's the hood sitting over here. Bunch of louvers on it. Let's check out this street rod over here. Red tan top. This one here is a 1930 Ford 2-door. It's 350 V8, and it's got a turbo hydromatic 400 automatic transmission. This one here, it's got, looks like a lot more louvers. They're smaller, but it's got a lot more than this 27 Ford over here. Another Ford street rod. This one's got the running boards on it, make it easy to get in and out of. This one's also a 27, as that one I showed you just a little bit ago. Ford Model A though, not a Model T. Model A, it's got a 302 V8 automatic transmission with the Edelbrock valve covers on it. Open top. Got a little bit of pinstriping on the back. It's like, oh, it's got a little crazing over here, stuff cracking. That's probably where you put your license plate, the holes there. License plate, cover that up. And moving on to the next street rod is a 31 Ford Model A. It's got a 305 V8 with automatic transmission. Like the radiator cap on it with these wings. You see those headers, it really shoots that exhaust out there. It's interesting why they went with a bright green engine and they got like a matte black paint job on this little, basically like a truck. All right, you worn out of looking at cars yet? Because they still got more out here. I'm gonna keep showing them to you. Maybe you'll find something you like if you're not into the old muscle cars as much. You're looking for something a little different. There's some more cars over here for you. Kind of range from classic to more modern. You've got a AMC Rambler right here. This is a Rambler Rogue. It's a 1967. It's got the inline 6-cylinder automatic transmission. Black convertible top on it. I think it's kind of interesting how this car doesn't really say AMC on it. I just see Rambler and Rogue, so almost like they were kind of trying to differentiate just like their own brand, just kind of like the Jeep brand. You don't see it called Chrysler Jeep, and now Chrysler's done something with the Ram where it's just called Ram instead of Dodge Ram. So maybe that was AMC doing something back in the day. Now we got another C3 Corvette in a two-tone, kind of a brown cream color. This one here is an 81. It's got a 350 V8 and a 4-speed manual. So this was at the tail end of the 3rd generation Corvette. And now we have some luxury. This is a Bentley. It's a little dark on the inside. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of a dark blue wood grain. So if you're into luxury cars and you couldn't afford this thing new, maybe you can afford one used. Seems like people that buy luxury cars, they pay up for the new ones, but once they get a bit older, they don't go for as much money. You can see here the asking price $24,000. So it's a Bentley. You could have a Bentley for $24,000. It's not a lot of money for an expensive Bentley luxury car. This is a 96 Turbo R V8 4-speed 4L80E automatic. Now as far as maintenance costs on these Bentleys, that's a different story. If you can afford the $24,000 price tag, it'll be a different story when it comes time to maintenance on those things. Here we got a Mercury Cougar XR7. This is a Mercury Cougar that really you don't see anymore. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen one of this vintage. It's kind of like a 90s vintage. And it had like the same style Ford Thunderbird. This one here is a 1995 Mercury Cougar XR7, and it's got the Ford 4.6 V8, the 4-speed overdrive automatic. Looks pretty much the way it came from the factory back in 1995. And now we have the classic Thunderbird, the 2-seater. This one does not have the porthole window like the one I showed you earlier. Look, got a big full-size spare in the trunk, and it only takes up half the trunk space, so still got room for other stuff. There's that Thunderbird logo on the valve covers. There's a sheet on it. It's 55 Thunderbird with 292 V8 automatic transmission. A little tight space here between the cars. Got an old Lincoln Continental. This is like quintessential 80s luxury here. These Lincolns and Cadillacs, just kind of squared up looking. Long body styles. This is an 81 Lincoln Mark 6 5-liter V8 automatic transmission. I couldn't imagine seeing a manual transmission in one of these Lincolns. Everybody wants luxury, they want an automatic. Look at this kind of oval porthole window. That's a neat touch. Here we go. You don't see these much anymore. This is a Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. These things, maybe they'll start going up in value. Like I said, you don't see them this body style much anymore. And the Turbo Coupe is kind of got its own history, being known as a little powerful car, even though it's a 2.3 liter turbo 4-cylinder motor. It's made to a 5-speed, and these cars are known to go pretty fast. This one here is, in particular, is an 88 vintage. And I'm digging this red collar. This is different lights. It looks really dark, and it's got a really dark cherry look to it. It's beautiful. And of course, the Mercury had their version of the Thunderbird, the Mercury Cougar. A tan interior. And we got another Lincoln here of similar but different style. This is what you saw, those limos that got popular back in the 80s. You always saw people driving around in a Lincoln limousine. They were rich, powerful, or they were out for a party. This one's an 85 Lincoln Town Car, 5-liter V8. Obviously an automatic transmission. It's a 4-door model. Look on here, it's got these little numbers. I think that's like some kind of security system for getting in the car. You can just punch the numbers. Wood grain there, white seats, dark blue on the half of the top. And now we get to the German section over here. Got a Porsche. Like it's mostly 80s and 90s stuff in here. This one here is an 87 Porsche 944, 4-cylinder, manual transmission, maroon on maroon. And it's got a hatchback here. 944S. Next over, we got the Mercedes 450 SL, silver. This one's got an automatic transmission, but I believe some of these like 80s Mercedes, they still had manual transmissions, which is pretty rare in luxury cars. This one here is this is a 70s, but they kind of had that same body style in the 80s. This is 73 450 SL V8 automatic. And this one's got to be like a 90s vintage. This one here is a 98 Mercedes-Benz SL 500 convertible, 5-liter V8 with the 5-speed automatic transmission. Creamy tan interior. Now we got a 380 SL Mercedes. Let's see what vintage this one is. This one here is an 85 vintage. Just says V8 automatic transmission. So as you can see, 70s and 80s, not too much difference in the styling there. And this Mercedes here in the corner here, it's an 86, so just 1 year newer. This one's got a 5.6-liter V8. Take you for a tour of the inside here. Got kind of an orangish tan interior. And the thing that kind of sticks out to me on this one is this third brake light mounted on the trunk, whereas this one does not have it. I don't know if it's just a model thing or a gear change. Now moving across these ones that I haven't got to. BMW Z3 Roadster. My dad has one. His is a 97 in dark green. This one here, it's a 2001, so pretty much the same look. It's got a 3-liter inline 6. My dad's is an inline 6. 5-speed manual. So it's very similar to my dad's car. Now, they did make a M series called the M Roadster on this Z3 platform here. Now we got a 82 Datsun 280ZX car, 2.8-liter inline 6, 3-speed automatic. Much like the Corvette, you can see the hood opens backwards. Somewhat similar of the C3 Corvettes, but definitely not the Coke bottle styling of the C3 Corvettes. See, it says Z car in the center caps. Got an intricate look here with all the plumbing going on up here up top of the engine. And this one's a T-top car. T-tops became really popular back in the 70s, continued through the 80s. Got red interior. And it's got this big hatch here. Plenty of room for storage. And now we go on to a Chrysler LeBaron convertible. This kind of car right here reminds me of that Seinfeld episode, where they found John Voight's car. It was one of these type of cars. Turbo. I think it was George bought John Voight's car or something. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I remember the car being in a Seinfeld episode similar to this one. Might not have been a LeBaron, but it's the same body style. This is an 86 LeBaron. It's got a 2.2 liter turbo 4-cylinder, 3-speed auto. You can see the engine's transverse mounted. All the front of the engine's right here. Got a muscle car here in the corner. 68 Oldsmobile Cutlass. V8. Automatic. Silver and kind of a maroon collar on the inside. And it's got the Krager rims on it. I know it's kind of dark in here. I didn't bring my light to attach to my camera. So I just have to make do with what I make do with. All right, got one more room of cars to show you. CL1 Camaro. This nice, beautiful, kind of a dark blue. This is a 2020, the 6.2 liter LT4 supercharged V8, 6-speed manual, and it's Riverside Blue Metallic is the color. And we got some vintage Camaros here. It's the RS. Rally Sport 350. Here's the paper on it. 1969, 350 V8, 3-speed auto, RS. On to the next Camaro. This reminds me, the color scheme at least, reminds me of the Transformers car. Although different vintage for sure. This is the SS 350. So 1967. As you can see, it's got these triangular vent windows they call wind wings, and that's specific to the 67 year. 350 V8, 350 turbo, 3-speed automatic transmission. Black interior. So if Transformers the movie used a 67 vintage Camaro, that's what it would look like, right? Speaking of Transformers, we have the Transformers Edition Camaro right next to it. This one here, the 2010, the first year of the 5th generation. Camaro 2SS Bumblebee, which is what the car is called in the movie. 6.2 liter V8, automatic transmission. See the SS emblem there. It's got the Transformers logo in the center cap, fenders. It's got a moonroof. And now, straight ahead. Well, I got some more stuff back there too. Check those out as well. C3 Corvette Stingray. This one here is a 75 V8 automatic, tan interior, and it's got storage on the back of the trunk area. There's no really trunk here, but you got at least a storage rack to tie your stuff down to. And here we go, the C4 Corvette. This is a convertible. This one here is a 1990 5.7 liter automatic. 5.7 liters of 350. Very popular Chevy motor, just like Ford. Their 302 motors are very popular. Another Coke body Corvette. And this one here is a 78 Corvette. That'd be the same year as a pace car, although this one's not a pace car. It's got a 350 V8 automatic transmission. Not too many trucks here, but here's a truck here. Silverado. 2015 Silverado 1500, 5.3 liter V8 automatic transmission. Black on black. And it's a crew cab. Got a little bit of a graphic right here, some paint artwork. It's pretty cool. And right next to that truck is a car a lot of you probably never heard of. I've seen one before last year on Hot Rod Power Tour, so this is my second time seeing it. I don't know if it's the same car from the Power Tour. That'd be kind of crazy, but it was black. Kind of looks a little bit like a Mazda Miata in the back with custom taillights, but this is an American sports car. For those of you who have never heard of it, it is a Panos Esperante. The guy's name is Dan Panos. He was very involved in racing, and he made money off of being in the pharmaceutical industry, and he sold some cars. This is obviously a street legal car you could buy, and they only made like 200 and some of these. They featured it's like a Ford V8 motor. I'll take a look at this sheet here in a second. But this is a very unique car if you like obscure stuff, if you like American cars and sports cars. This has all the things checked off on it. So here it is, a 2005 Panos Esperante GT-LM, and it's got a supercharged 4.6 liter V8 motor. This would be a Ford motor. They had these cars that kind of custom made to order, just so you know. So if you bought one brand new, you would actually like be invited to their headquarters, and it was near Atlanta, Georgia. And you get to pick stuff out, collars, and I think engine to an extent. And you could kind of customize your Panos. Now, one thing that very much is unique on the interior side, as you can see, it's the center mounted gauges. They do that in this car to not obstruct your view. I personally don't like gauges in the center, but it is a unique feature of the Panos Esperante. So if you're in the market for a Panos Esperante, Gateway Classics of Nashville has one. And here's a look-see at that supercharged 4.6 liter Ford V8 in the Panos. You can see there's some autographs on these little plates right here. See the supercharger atop the V8 motor. SVT Ford. 32 valve V8. That's what you're getting when you get one of these Panos Esperantes. And we got a black Corvette next to it. This is got a Callaway on the valve covers, so this will be a Callaway Corvette, supercharged. Yeah, this is a 2006 Callaway Corvette with the LS2 V8, 6-speed manual, and it's supercharged. Black on black. Try not to, kind of a tight fit between the cars here, so I'll walk back this way. We got going back to the C4 Corvette now. This one here is a 93, 5.7, 4-speed automatic, red on red. You can see the black one now. It says Callaway in big lettering on the back, so everybody knows you don't have just a normal Corvette, you have a Callaway. Now we have a 2nd gen Camaro with T-tops, Z28. Manual transmission. This is a really nice interior. It's kind of got cloth and I guess vinyl. The inserts are kind of like a cloth material. It's an 81, so this is the last year of the 2nd generation Camaro, or F-body, Firebird Camaros. It's got a 305 V8. It's got those diamond spoke wheels on it. And it's got that center air induction hood. These wheels here remind me of the ones on the late 80s Trans Am GTA. They might even be those wheels, I don't know. This one apparently has a LSX in this Chevy. LSX V8. Let's take a look at it. 1978 Chevy Malibu 305 V8 automatic transmission. And it's got a front bench seat on it. A lot of black and a little bit of chrome. And here's a modern day SS Monte Carlo. Usually you see a lot more Monte Carlos at this classic car dealers, but I haven't really seen them. I don't know if but anyway, they got this modern day Monte. You know, most people went to like the 70s, the early 70s. This one here is a 2007. It's got a 5.3 liter V8 automatic transmission. And they don't stick out too well, but it's got gray racing stripes down the center. Kind of blends in with the black. Now let's head on to the back room, because there's a little extra room. Got a few more cars there. There's cars everywhere. We got some Volkswagens back here. If you're into the German stuff, Beetles obviously a very popular car. They made a ton of them throughout the years. This one here, this is a 65 Beetle, 1300cc flat 4 with a 4-speed manual. And it's got something to put your like skis or your surfboard on the top. And here, this one's got the hood open, although it normally would be called the trunk area, but on these it's a rear engine. I like how they got kind of a woody style to this one. They added the wood grain to the side here, and this is a convertible, so this is like a perfect car to cruise around in the beach. Here in the beach area, and the front end is done up like a street rod. Kind of reminds me of like a 30s Ford street rod. This is a 1969 Beetle. It's got a 1600cc motor, 4-speed manual. That is a very odd look. You look at it just straight on from the front, you probably couldn't tell what it is, but as soon as you look at the sides, you'll know it's a Beetle. And here's a classic red 68 Volkswagen Beetle. Take a look on the inside real quick here. Got a black interior. There's that rear engine. Got several stickers still on it from back in the day. And here's a Miata. So if you want to rewind back to that Panos Esperanza, you can kind of compare. See the back of it kind of looks a little bit similar. If you saw the Panos Esperanza from the back end first, you probably think maybe it's a Miata. But here's an actual Miata. It's this maroon color with the dark tan interior and wood grain. This one here is a 95 MX-5. It's what they call it, a Miata. It's a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder with the manual transmission, and the exterior color is called Merlot, like the wine. Looks like a dark wine. Now we got an Italian car in the mix. This is Alfa Romeo. 91 Alfa Romeo Spider Veloce, 4-cylinder with automatic. So if you're kind of wanting a Ferrari, well, hey, you can get one of these on the cheap. It's Italian, but it's not a Ferrari. But hey, can't afford a Ferrari, you can get an Alfa. We got another Miata here, a little red dude. This one here is a 1990 1.6 4-cylinder manual. Show the inside here real quick. And a BMW. A BMW over here, sports car. This came after the Z3. This is the Z4 2004, 2.5 liter inline 6 automatic transmission. And yet another room I didn't see. Looks like it's just full of trucks. Get over that one in a second. There's so many cars in here. I just had to replace the battery in my camera. So without further ado, let's take a look at this hot rod here. This is kind of faked out weathering. Obviously it looks weathered. It's got this kind of flat paint job with pinstripes on it. This is old Ford. It does not have the information sheet on it, so maybe they just got it in. I'm not for sure. Like there's a bit of detail, and I got the Maguires out. So they're probably getting that one ready to list. And here's another SUV, but this one's not a Land Rover. This is a Mercedes. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Defender. Let's see what this is here. In particular, it's 1990 Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon 250 GD. It's a 2.5 liter diesel with a 4-speed manual, and it's got this very dull green color on it. This stuff definitely looks like a military vehicle. Got the snorkel kit on it. So it's a pretty cool, rugged looking Mercedes. Really sharp interior, a lot of cup holders. Got some jump seats in the back. You can haul some people here. Look at get 4 people just in the back here. It's got a roll-up rear window, get the air in there, and it's got a place for your jerry can, carry some spare fuel. And in the back we got some more vehicles here. These are like trucks and vans and stuff. What we got here is a Volkswagen 1975 VW 1800cc 4-speed manual. And it's got the luggage rack on the top here. Look at that beautiful old Volkswagen there. And here we got a army green Chevy, or GMC I should say, 84 GMC Blazer. And it is a military edition, K5. It's got a 5.9 liter Cummins inline 6, 3-speed automatic. It's got this nice brush guard for when you're off-roading, and it's got a saddle interior. And we got a off-road Jeep here. It's lifted. We got a 2004 Wrangler LJ 4-liter inline 6, 4-speed automatic. That's pretty long back end on this thing. Next up we got 1993 Land Rover Range Rover with a 5-liter V8. It's got a stylish brush guard there. So if you want to go off-roading in luxury, this is it. And it's a 4-speed automatic. Got some wood grain. Big Ford truck here. This is the big behemoth, the Excursion. 2005, got a 6-liter turbo V8 automatic, 2-tone interior. Now we get back to a classic vehicle right here, old Chevy here. This one here is a 1966 Suburban V8. It's got the teal color, and it's got a manual transmission. You can see the C10 logo right here, and it's if you like the plaid look, it's got plaid seats. It's kind of interesting color scheme. You can haul a lot of stuff in here, including your family. Got a big family. If you want to go fishing, plenty of room for fishing gear in this one. And here we got the classic C10 Chevy. This is actually a C20, custom 20. The 400 V8. Bright blue bow tie emblem on the front here. The 72 vintage. It's got the 402 V8, 400 turbo automatic. Check out the pattern on that bench seat there. Next up, we got it's a very custom truck. At least the front end's very custom. Reminds me of something that was it Ed Roth, the car customizer, would do. And it looks like the roof's chopped on it. It's a 69 Ford F100 Ranger. It's had a resto mod done to it. It's got bright blue seats. Stand out like a sore thumb. It's got a cover on the truck bed here. Let's take a look at the back end. It's got custom tail lights on the back end. It's kind of hard to tell what it actually is. And it even got a custom rear window in the shape of an oval. And then we go back to, switch back over to this big Chevy Suburban. It's got these doors that open from the side here. Not like a hatch, side by side. And it's so big, it even got room for a roof rack here. So you can load this thing up to the hilt. This is almost like use this instead of renting a U-Haul. You need to move a bunch of stuff, move to a different area. It's got the red cloth interior. Looks a lot like a cloth interior that was in my mom's Corsica. She had like a 1990s Chevy Corsica. It was white with a red interior, almost that same color. Take a look at the front end here. Now let's look at the sheet on it. This one here is a 1991. It's got a 5.7 V8 and a 4-speed overdrive automatic transmission. Next up, got another Chevy. This looks like a Suburban. And let's see what this one is. This is a 1985 C10 Suburban. It's got a 350 V8, 700 R4, 4-speed automatic. You can see that V8's kind of wedged back there, right up against the firewall. I know it's dark in here, it's kind of hard to see. Blue on blue. Of course, the inside's a light blue. There's the back end of it. This one doesn't have the side-by-side doors. It's just looks like a tailgate comes down. This one here, another one with the side-by-side doors. It's kind of, you see these Suburbans, they got different configurations on it. This one next to it's got the tailgate deal. This beautiful one here, it's got running boards. It's blue on blue. Got some wood grain there. Got a nice wide center console on it. And this one here is an 85 350 Suburban. The next up is the 91 Chevy Suburban, 5.7 liter automatic, gray interior, a two-tone black and red paint scheme on it. Got trucks everywhere here. This is an orange and cream. Although it's a little bit dark to be a creamsicle. There's no paperwork on this one, so I don't know. That one might have just came in. Looks like it needs some work. We got a C10 Silverado up here. It's an 87 350 with the 4-speed automatic overdrive. We got a Chevy 1500, beautiful red. Santa Claus would be envious of this truck right here. Let's see, they got the paper hidden over there. This is a 91 Chevy 350 V8 automatic. Now this style of truck I really like. I just recently watched for the, I don't know, umpteenth time, the movie Driver with Ryan O'Neal and Bruce Stern. If you haven't seen it, it's from 1978, and he drives a truck just like this one, but it's red. And it's a really bad to the bone truck, let me tell you. So is this one too. It's got this custom air cleaner and valve cover deal on it. It says LS C10. Beautiful sparkling blue paint. This one here is a 1974 Chevy C10 step side. It's been done up in a resto mod, the 5.7 LS1 V8. It's even got a middle seat in here. Not quite a bench seat because it sits out further, so it looks like you can kind of move the seats back and forth with comfort. And you can see it's a step side. The rear kind of flares out. It's not all like a straight panel in the back. Just a beautiful bed on this thing. Beautiful, beautiful truck. If you haven't seen the movie The Driver, check it out and watch for the red truck that Ryan O'Neal drives towards the end of the movie. We got another luxury SUV over here, another Land Rover. This is black. And I can't tell what the inside is. The inside is so tinted, but it's probably black on black. Let's see. Yep, black on black. 2016 Land Rover, Range Rover, supercharged 5-liter V8. And the window tint is pretty extreme. I don't know how legal that is. If you bought it, you might have to take the tint down a couple notches. Another classic Silverado truck here. Let's see what this one is there. This one here is a 1983 C10 5.3 automatic. And here's a Chevy that's a little bit taller in height. This is a 98 Tahoe. Tahoe's pretty popular, long-running truck series, 5.7-liter V8 automatic. It's not quite the size of one of those Suburbans. The Suburbans are pretty long. And here we got the quintessential 90s Ford Bronco. Although definitely not the OJ Bronco, but the very popular Eddie Bauer edition in this kind of green with the tan accents. Eddie Bauer really put their name on these Ford trucks back in the day. This one here is a 96 with a 5.8 V8. It's got some running boards on the sides here. Like I said, it's pretty dark in here, so it'd be nice if I had my light to show you this stuff a little bit better. But go on the website, I'm sure they got some pretty good pictures of these vehicles. Now we got a Mopar truck. This one's called the Prospector here. It's got those Cyclone style wheels, and it's getting the light here, maybe you can see a little bit better. The Ram Charger Prospector edition. And it's got some plaid on the seats there. There's the big V8 power plant. This is a huge engine bay, huge, huge, huge. And it's a 318 V8, 3-speed auto, beige and brown. It's a 1983 vintage Ram Charger SE Prospector edition. You can see the Ram Charger emblem there. And now we got a very beautiful, this is like one of the most gorgeous trucks ever made, the Chevy 3100 from the 50s. The style on these things is just phenomenal. This is a 55 3100 Cameo truck, 350 automatic car, or truck I should say. Red with a gray interior. Has a aftermarket steering wheel and shifter. It's automatic. It's got aftermarket wheels, US mags. Red and a bit of chrome everywhere. And for those of you who like the two-wheeled variety of vehicles, they do have a few motorcycles in here to choose from. I'll just kind of give you a quick preview. I've been here quite a while. I'm anxious to get to the Metallica concert after a bit, but 83 Harley Davidson. We got a 70 Honda Scrambler. This one here is a 2007 Harley Davidson Dyna Super Glide Custom. In case you're wanting to motorcycle. They've got a couple. There's even a couple back here in this room here. I don't know if these are for sale or just display. That's a nice, beautiful seat on there and some nice artwork. This one's an old Triumph. Be a British motorcycle. Well, pals, I hope you enjoyed today's episode from Gateway Classics in Nashville. Be sure and check out their website, or if you're in this area, stop by and visit them. But until next episode, don't worry, be random.
And if you never ran to miss another random car video,
Remember, ring that bell.